You wake up, pay the bills, buy things you barely use, scroll through endless ads telling you what you need next. Yet deep down, you still feel stuck, trapped in a cycle of more, but never truly satisfied. What if everything you've been taught about money is wrong? What if happiness isn't found in earning more, but in needing less? Today, we're diving into Japanese minimalism, a philosophy so powerful it can redefine your entire relationship with money. This is not just about budgeting or spending less, it's about breaking free from the stress, the pressure, and the illusion that wealth equals happiness. By the end of this video, you'll learn 3 life-changing Japanese principles that will help you escape the trap of financial anxiety, stop wasting money on things that don't bring you real joy, build a life of true freedom and abundance, not through more, but through less. If you've ever felt like money controls you instead of the other way around, this is your wake-up call. Before we dive into the money aspect, let's first explore the essence of Japanese minimalism. In Japan, minimalism isn't just a design aesthetic, it's a life philosophy. It's about embracing simplicity, intentionality, and value in every aspect of life. The Japanese believe in reducing excess to create space, not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally. This process of decluttering helps us gain clarity and focus on what truly matters. When it comes to money, Japanese minimalists don't obsess over accumulating wealth or displaying status symbols. Instead, they focus on what adds genuine value to their lives. The goal isn't to acquire more, but to simplify and prioritize. By choosing quality over quantity, minimalists create a life that's not only more sustainable, but also more fulfilling and aligned with their true values. Now, think about your own life. How often do you find yourself chasing more stuff, rather than focusing on what truly matters? What's one area in your life where you could apply the principles of Japanese minimalism to create more space and clarity? Let's now explore how the concept of Ikigai, or your reason for being, can transform the way we think about money. In Japan, Ikigai represents the intersection of 4 key elements: what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, what you can be paid for. In the Western world, we often see money as the ultimate goal, something to buy more things, acquire more possessions, or achieve status. But in Japan, Ikigai flips this thinking. Money is not the goal, it's a tool that supports your life's deeper purpose. When you embrace Ikigai, you begin to make decisions not based on how much money something will bring, but on what aligns with your true purpose. This means you're less likely to spend on things that don't truly enrich your life because your time, energy, and resources are focused on pursuits that resonate with your values. Whether in your career, relationships, or hobbies, money becomes an enabler of your purpose, not the driver of your happiness. How to apply this in your life? Next time you're about to make a purchase, ask yourself, is this aligned with my Ikigai? Does this contribute to what truly matters in my life? Am I spending money as a reflection of my values or just out of habit? For example, imagine you love photography, you're skilled at it, and it brings you joy. Instead of spending impulsively on the latest gadgets or luxury items that don't add meaning to your life, you could invest in a high-quality camera or a course that helps you turn your passion into a career. This way, your money isn't just spent, it's used intentionally to support what fulfills you. Take a moment today to reflect on your Ikigai. Write down one area where you can start aligning your spending with your deeper purpose. Let me know in the comments what you discovered. Now, let's talk about Kintsugi. the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold or silver. This ancient practice teaches us that imperfections, both in life and in finances, are not something to hide or avoid, but something to embrace. They add character, beauty, and depth to our journey. When it comes to money, Kintsugi offers a profound lesson. In many Western cultures, financial mistakes or setbacks are often viewed as failures. But in Japan, Kintsugi reframes this perspective. Just like the broken pottery that is repaired and made even more beautiful with gold, our financial challenges are not the end. They are opportunities for growth, learning, and reinvention. In practical terms, this means embracing financial struggles, whether it's dealing with debt, recovering from a setback, or navigating difficult times as part of the journey. Instead of seeing these moments as failures, Kintsugi teaches us to view them as valuable lessons that add strength to our story. This mindset allows us to rebuild not in spite of our mistakes, but because of them. We become more resilient, more capable, and more aligned with our true values. Kintsugi encourages us to see our financial imperfections not as something to be ashamed of, but as integral parts of our growth and transformation. How to apply this in your life? If you've ever struggled with debt or made a financial mistake, try shifting your perspective. Instead of thinking, "I failed," ask yourself, "What did this teach me?" Instead of hiding from financial struggles, embrace them as opportunities for growth. For example, let's say you accumulated debt from impulsive spending. Instead of seeing it as a failure, use it as a turning point. Reflect on what led to the spending habits. Create a realistic plan to pay off your debt step by step. Shift towards intentional spending that aligns with your values. Treat this experience as a lesson that strengthens your future financial decisions. Think of one financial mistake you've made in the past. How can you repair it with gold, just like Kintsugi, and use it as a lesson for growth? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how you've turned challenges into wisdom. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos on how to transform your relationship with money and live more minimally. Now that we've explored some key philosophies, let's dive into practical habits from Japanese minimalism that you can adopt to rethink how you spend and save money. Number 1, embrace Furoshiki, creative use of resources. Furoshiki is a traditional Japanese practice of using a square piece of cloth to wrap, carry, and store items. It's a brilliant example of resourcefulness, finding creative and efficient ways to make the most of what you already have. In personal finances, Furoshiki teaches us to repurpose, reuse, and rethink how we utilize our existing resources before spending money on new ones. Instead of constantly seeking something new, we learn to appreciate and maximize what we already have. How to apply this in your life? Before buying something new, ask yourself, do I already own something that can serve the same purpose? Look for creative ways to repurpose everyday items. Challenge yourself to go a full month without buying something non-essential, just to see how resourceful you can be. For example, instead of buying new storage containers, why not use glass jars from food packaging? Instead of purchasing expensive gift wrap, use a scarf, fabric, or newspaper for a personalized touch. By embracing Furoshiki, we shift our mindset from consumption to creativity, learning that less can truly be more. This not only saves money, but also reduces waste, bringing us closer to a more minimalist and intentional way of living. Find one item in your home that you would normally replace and find a creative way to repurpose it instead. Share your experience in the comments. Number 2, the concept of Satori, sudden enlightenment. Next, let's explore Satori, a concept from Zen Buddhism that represents a moment of sudden enlightenment or awakening. In the financial context, Satori is the realization that wealth and material possessions don't bring true happiness. Instead, true fulfillment comes from understanding what really matters: purpose, relationships, and experiences, rather than accumulating more things. Satori often happens when you buy something you thought would make you happy, only to realize the excitement fades quickly. It's the moment when you recognize that fulfillment doesn't come from material goods, but from living intentionally. Instead of chasing the next purchase, you start aligning your spending with your deeper values, prioritizing experiences over possessions. How to apply this in your life? Before making a purchase, ask yourself, will this truly add value to my life? Or am I just chasing temporary happiness? Try a no-spend weekend and instead focus on experiences like spending time with loved ones, being in nature, or engaging in a hobby. Track your spending for a month and reflect. Are you investing in things that align with your values or just consuming out of habit? For example, instead of buying another gadget or trendy item, consider investing in an experience, a short trip, a meaningful conversation, or learning a new skill. These are the things that create lasting fulfillment rather than just momentary pleasure. By embracing Satori, you can free yourself from the endless cycle of consumption and start focusing on what truly enriches your life. This week, before making any non-essential purchase, pause for a moment of reflection. Ask yourself, do I truly need this? Will this bring lasting value? Share your insights in the comments. Number 3. Kaizen. Lastly, let's talk about Kaizen, a Japanese philosophy that emphasizes continuous, incremental improvements over time. Instead of seeking instant perfection, Kaizen focuses on small, sustainable changes that gradually lead to big results. When it comes to personal finance, Kaizen is about improving your money habits step by step. Instead of trying to cut all unnecessary expenses at once or forcing yourself into extreme budgeting, you start with one small, achievable action. Something so easy that it feels effortless. How to apply this in your life? Start a spare change challenge. Save the extra coins or round up small amounts from digital purchases into a savings account. Reduce just one small expense this month, like canceling an unused subscription or cooking at home once a week instead of ordering takeout. Increase your savings rate by 1% each month. If you currently save 5% of your income, aim for 6% next month. Small but impactful over time. For example, let's say you want to build an emergency fund but feel overwhelmed. Instead of aiming for a large amount right away, start with just $1 a day. Over time, as it becomes a habit, you can gradually increase your contributions without feeling financial strain. The beauty of Kaizen is that it removes the pressure of drastic changes and instead helps you build momentum through small wins. One small habit today turns into a bigger habit tomorrow, and before you know it, you've transformed your financial future. Pick one small financial habit you can start today, something so simple that it's impossible to fail. Share your goal in the comments below, and let's keep each other accountable. And if you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more insights on how to transform your relationship with money through minimalism and intentional living. Let's rethink saving money, not as a restrictive habit, but as a path to freedom and fulfillment. Japanese minimalists have mastered the art of saving without feeling deprived. Instead of treating savings as a sacrifice, they see it as a mindful choice, one that aligns with what truly brings joy and purpose to their lives. They don't just accumulate money for the sake of it. They save with intention, whether it's for future independence, meaningful experiences, or simply for the peace of mind that comes with financial security. Now, here's your challenge. Instead of saving out of habit, ask yourself these powerful questions. Why am I saving? What's the deeper purpose behind my savings? How will my money serve me and align with what truly matters? This mindset shift is transformational. Saving isn't about hoarding wealth for some distant future. It's about using your resources intentionally, ensuring that every dollar saved brings you closer to a life of peace, freedom, and fulfillment. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the deeper truth behind Japanese minimalism and money. It's not just about saving a few dollars here and there or accumulating more and more things. It's about finding peace, freedom, and purpose in a world that constantly pushes us to want more. The Japanese way teaches us that real wealth isn't measured in possessions. It's measured in moments, experiences, and the joy of living intentionally. By embracing principles like Ikigai, Kintsugi, Furoshiki, Satori, and Kaizen, we start to see money not as something to constantly chase, but as a powerful tool to build the life we truly desire, one that is meaningful, fulfilling, and true to our core values. It's about learning to value what truly matters, the people we love, the experiences that shape us, and the moments that bring us joy. Think about it. What would it feel like to let go of the constant pressure to acquire more? What if your financial decisions were rooted in purpose, freedom, and peace rather than stress or comparison? How would your life change if money became an ally instead of a burden? I challenge you today to take that first step. Look at one area of your life where you can simplify, where you can let go of the excess, and where you can start focusing on what truly matters. Trust me, this is a powerful shift, a shift that has the potential to transform not just your finances, but your entire life. So, I want to hear from you. What financial struggle have you faced that you can now see as a lesson? How has that experience shaped the way you approach money today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and share it with someone who could use this message. And make sure to turn on the notifications so you never miss another opportunity to embrace the life-changing power of minimalist living. You have the power to transform your relationship with money. It starts right here, right now. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate your time.